There's no way in the NBA Adam Silver can come in and just add 6 games and there's no talk about further compensation. Gonna get into the heat. That's what you can expect this season on this podcast. We don't talk about those things. And the things that Leah doesn't want to say, I'll say them because I'm retired and done. Well, what's up, everybody? I like the energy. It's amazing. It's great to see you. So I'm Candace Parker.
I'm Aliyah Boston.
Hi, guys. Welcome to Post Moves. So this is our very first show together.
Yeah, my first one. Yeah, that's crazy.
And we've got a live audience in the building, so I know you all are going to bring the energy. But we're really excited to be doing this. And big thanks to Adidas and Zillow for helping make this possible. Post Moves is not just a basketball show, it's a show about everything. We're definitely gonna debate and talk life, hoops, everything in between.
And TikTok. We're gonna talk TikTok because Candace, she limits herself to one a year.
One per year.
We made 3. Don't let her.
It's a generational thing. But honestly, like we know in this game of positionless basketball and, you know, like guards are great, blah, blah, blah. It's really the posts that make the game go. I mean, we rebound the basketball.
We set a screen.
The guards need us to get open.
Defend
And block shots and help
ball
side.
Screen.
Yeah, exactly.
Sounds like we kind of do everything.
We seriously do. And I'm glad that we named our show this because it's giving credit to the posts out there that are about the grind.
Everyone knows, I feel like everyone knows the story now. When we won the national championship, we were getting the trophy and I saw Candace Parker in the crowd. And I think Holly was still talking. And I was like, Holly, please, the mic. And I just literally shouted out, Candace Parker, I love you. And then I gave Holly the mic back because I couldn't believe you were there. Like, that's insane. Like, I grew up, I watched you. You're the reason that being a post player and being able to do as much as we do on the court it's important. Like, you shot the ball, you brought the ball up, anything you want to do back to the basket, no matter what, you made us feel that just because you're tall doesn't mean that you have to be limited in one position on the court.
Well, I was blown away, to be honest with you. I was in the crowd. It was crazy because we had been in a suite, and I was like, okay, I want to make sure South Carolina wins because I didn't want UConn to win.
Go Gamecocks. Go Gamecocks.
I was like, so we, you know, once they had it in the bag, kind of came down from the suite, sat in the seats, and I was blown away when in one of your biggest moments, you included me. And so that's kind of how we started talking and you know, the rest I think is history. We see the game differently, but her first year was my last year. And I remember she's part of the reason why I decided it was time for me to retire, because you came down the lane and coach was like, you got to get around in three quarter. And I was like, I can't. It's my time.
They did tell me to deep seal.
Thank you for ending. Thank you for ending that. Let's talk while we're here. All-Star Weekend. Indy is showing up big. You are starting for Team Caitlin Clark, and you were just a couple votes from actually playing against her as a captain.
Honestly, I'm very happy about those votes being a little short. I think that would have stressed me out. I don't know of GM life, so Amber, great job over there, babe. Great job, but I don't know if GM life is for me. I was gonna be stressed.
Well, you are on a great team, and so can you walk us through kind of what that has been like since you've been named All-Star starter in your home city, basically? You pull up to the airport and there's a full court. You go down the street and there's billboards and there's endorsements, and just to see the state of where the game is right now, and especially in a city like Indianapolis.
One thing about Indy, they're going to show up and show out every single time. But I also think the entire Fever staff has been planning this and prepping this, and it's awesome. But All-Star Weekend is always so busy. I know everyone loves the game, and they love the three-point competition. And for us, we are running all over the place. Candace just exposed me on her Instagram by taking a nap.
Yes, I did. Take out your phone and look at my Instagram.
My edges were drying. I'm, like, knocked out. I know I was dipping because I could feel like I got to pick my head up.
The baby needed a nap. She needed a nap, and she got one. She got a 15-minute
nap.
Now
okay.
Look at her.
See? I'm smiling. Bright eyes.
But
no
tell
bag.
us why. You got up at 5:30 this morning to do what?
Yep, we had a shoot, and then we had Good Morning America. Then I had to finish my shoot, and then I came over here so I can see all you guys. So thank you guys for coming again. But honestly, it's fun. It's a fun weekend, but it's always a busy weekend.
Yeah, it's extremely busy, and I think the behind the scenes of WNBA All-Star has changed drastically. Like, I remember the days where it was just like Mohegan Sun for 3 days. Yeah, so it wasn't this. It was kind of more of like just pulling up, and it was about the game, and now we're seeing like the parties and, you know, the panels and being able to do things like this. So I just think it's a testament to where women's sports is in general, and also to all of you that follow the sport and love it and fell in love with it. So yeah, let's give ourselves a round of applause. You guys are amazing. We're at the halfway point of the WNBA season, which has been, you know, you all have been bitten a little bit by the injury bug. There's been some ups and downs, but you all won the Commissioner's Cup. You are playing some of your best basketball. I've watched you play in the pocket, in that pocket pick and roll, and you've executed tremendously. 23 games, 15.6 points, 7.6 rebounds, 3.7 assists. Okay,
Yeah.
point forward.
Thank you.
1.1 blocks, shooting over 56%. Like, in your time in the WNBA, what has been the biggest adjustment?
Ooh, I definitely say the biggest adjustment was last year when C first came in, because her pace of play is just a complete difference from what I played my rookie season. Then coming in, it was completely different. But then we figured it out that second half of the season. And then this year, like, I was just prepared. I know she wants to get out and run, and that's what we wanted to do. So just making sure I was ready. And then when you think about Caitlin as a player and the attention that gravitates towards her, like, you just have to be ready, because not only does she shoot the ball well, but she gets it to you. And defense don't know how to figure that out. And so for me, it's like, okay, when she gets to me, make a decision, whether that's go score or you look at the backside, and that's what I try to do.
You know what was interesting? I think the adjustment, too, from last year is in the pick and roll, when she does take the shot, there's nobody in front of you, because there's usually that big has to be so far out. So you going head to the rim and being able to clean up the offensive boards has been a huge addition as well. But what would you say has been your biggest challenge as a team this year? Like, what are points in the season that you all had to take some steps forward? Because I know early on you lost a couple close ones, like closing out those type of games. You came back, had a big game, you know, on ABC where you all beat New York. You guys have had some great victories, but what do you think the biggest challenge for your team is going forward?
Yeah, I think it's just about that consistency piece that we just have to do. Like, we show up, there's some games, like you said, we beat New York and we beat Minnesota, but it's like showing up and making sure that that's what we're doing every single night, because we have the talent. And I think it's hard when you look at all the pieces that we have in our squad for teams to actually contain us. And so for us, it's about not letting ourselves get in our own way.
So what is it like now? We didn't sell out like this. We had great fans, but we didn't sell out like this. To come into a packed gym night in and night out and know that there are kids that are first watching you play basketball. It's their first WNBA game. What has that experience been like?
It's exciting. I never take it for granted. Like, everywhere we play at home, we play away, and everyone comes out and they show out and they're super loud. And you never take it for granted, because you never know, like you said, who's coming to watch you for the first time, who is being influenced, who is just falling in love with the game by one player at a time. And I always say, like, sometimes people come to the game for one person and they end up finding multiple players that they like. Like, that is the best part of this, and the best part of the league growing is that everyone is tuning in. Everyone is looking. And I think the fans, you guys do a great job. When you have a favorite player in college, you guys don't just after they graduate, you're like, okay, well, my job's done. But you follow. You continue to watch in the league. You continue to cheer them on. And that's how the league continues to grow. And you have more young girls dreaming to be in the W.
The expansion process, I'm sure all of you all have heard the news of 4 additional teams that are going to be. You got Toronto next year, you got Portland next year, and then
Detroit.
You got Cleveland, Detroit, and Philly that are going to follow. So I guess Tennessee math, that's 5. That's not 4. With that being said, I know that these fan bases have wanted to have a WNBA team for an extremely long time. And I know growing up in Naperville, Illinois, we didn't get Chicago Sky until I was already in college. So I think it's just amazing to see where the WNBA is growing. You see the success of the Valkyrie this year. They're having a tremendous season, and you see when the investment happens, what is to come. But I will say, if I were commissioner for a day,
Oh, are you?
I would increase the pay in the WNBA. And I know everybody's throwing that around. I know everybody's throwing that around, but I think some things that have been overlooked this past year is that, yes, we're so excited that we added, I think, 4 additional games or 6 additional games to the season, and that's all well and good, but these ladies aren't being compensated for those 4 additional games. And so I think that in any other sport would be unbelievable. Like, there's no way in the NBA that Adam Silver can come in and just add 6 games and there's no talk about further compensation. So, gonna get into the heat. That's what you can expect this season on this podcast. We don't talk about those things. And the things Aliyah doesn't want to say, I'll say them because I'm retired and done. All right, so rapid fire.
Okay.
Pre-game meal.
Pasta and salmon.
Best city to play in. Do not say Indy. That's not Indy.
New York.
The first big WNBA purchase.
My car.
And I know you just became a
Homeowner, yeah.
So shout out to
Shout out
Zillow.
Zillow.
I don't know if you
My
can see the pillows.
Jazzy was my first purchase, and then my house was my second purchase.
Did you just name your car?
Her name is Jazzy.
Okay.
Yes. Do you have a problem?
Funniest teammate.
Ooh, Sydney.
Yeah, Sydney Colson was probably my favorite. Like, Sydney Colson has a way, because it's a joke, but it's also the timing of the joke. Like, it's the punchline, you know what I mean? And she knows how to...
And the level of getting real close to that.
To that line?
To that
no,
line.
she's not close to the line. She's
over
jumps
the line,
over that
isn't
line.
she?
Hardest player to guard?
Honestly, Bree Jones. Bree Jones is so good, okay? And when she gets a deep seal, there's nothing you can do about that.
Not anything. Best coach you played under?
Ooh, Stephanie White. And Coach Staley, of course, because I know she's going to hear this, and don't yell at me.
I love it. And what was your welcome to the league moment?
Okay, so we were playing in New York, and the possession before, Nalissa set an illegal screen on Benijah Laney, okay? They didn't call it, and Benijah looked at the ref and was like, okay. So we came down, and we were running a stagger, and Benijah, Liz was the first screener, so it should have been for her, okay? And she didn't hit Benijah, so here I am as the second screener. Benijah tried to get Liz, the little. She missed. I was next in line, straight through the sternum. I was down for the count, but I did make my free throws after, so because they did upgrade it, so yay.
I think all of us have had that. Mine was my rookie year when we went and played at Detroit Shock. And you guys probably, if you can see through the pixel, non-HD video, I'm at the free throw line. LA, Detroit, our head coaches already don't like each other. Michael Cooper played for the Lakers, Showtime Lakers back in the day. And then you got, the bad boy, Detroit Pistons and Lambeer. And so they already don't like each other. So we had this animosity going in because, guess what? If my teammate don't like you, I don't like you. If my coach don't like you, I really don't like you, type of thing. So we're at the free throw line, and Planette Pearson, I remember looking at Lisa Leslie, and Lisa Leslie was like, bend your knees. And I was like, huh? And I just did it. And Planette Pearson tried to, come into my legs when she was blocking me out. And so I kind of pulled her down, and then she was chasing me, and I'm kind of backpedaling. So I'm like, let's even the fight because I'm going down. So I kind of brought her down.
Damn.
And then she's like over, I nicely brought her down to the ground. I invited her down to the floor. And then, some stuff, squabbled on the floor. And then I'll never forget Tweety Nolan, who was my teammate overseas. Thank the Lord. Because Tweety is so strong. And so she came over and literally just picked me up and moved me from the pile. And now I'm on the ground. So she moved me from the pile. Then the whole brawl started. Everybody starts running in. Our head coach ran in. And Rick Mahorn put his hand out. And Delisha was there. It was a whole thing. So anyway... my check that week from the WNBA was $12.97. After all the fines, I found out, I was like, dang, FICA and 401k. I got $12.97. But yeah, I got suspended one game, and then so that was my welcome to the league moment because I was like,
that was a lot more intense than mine. I feel like Benijah did a great job then. Fantastic.
All right, we got some fan questions. What's something most people don't know about Caitlin Clark?
Ooh, she bakes cookies, and she's actually, you guys should actually find her and tell her why she hasn't baked us any cookies yet, okay? She loves baking cookies, and she's hilarious.
Does she bring them to the
No,
gym?
she just says she's gonna.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you've never actually
No,
seen
but
a cookie?
But she does. That's the word on the street.
But like, have
from
people
her.
tried the cookies?
No, because she hasn't brought them to the gym. What are we?
Okay. So she bakes. I bake cookies too. The difference between winning a national championship and winning a WNBA championship.
Looks like this question's for you.
You know what's crazy is the NCAA championship. It's like usually if you're a top player in the country, you win a championship. Like the expectation, you don't want to face not winning a championship for your squad. And you can get it done just with based off of just talent and all those things. In the WNBA, everything has to go right because the talent is so high. So you can have the best team, you can play well all year, but it's those little extra intangibles that they don't tell you about that happen in the game. I mean, it comes down to like possessions. And so I think the WNBA, it was a 9-year drought. I didn't win a championship in the WNBA for 9 years, and it literally kept me up at night every single day, just wanting to win that championship. And so I would say the difference is I feel like it was a harder process and it was so worth it. And I think the advice that I would give to you is everybody waits till the last 1 minute or 2 minutes to try to win a game, but sometimes games are won when momentum switches. And those like 2 or 3 minutes, like, sorry to bring this up, guys, but the Indiana Pacers and that game, you know, that game that shifted, I think that was game 4. That's the championship. You know what I mean? In that third quarter when they didn't close out the third quarter well. And so I think that's the biggest thing, whereas in college you could get by off of talent, athleticism, just being better than the other squad because you're bigger, stronger, faster. In the WNBA, everybody's big, fast, and strong. And so it comes down to like knowing when you have to make those plays. And I'm going to give you some tips for the All-Star game. The fans deserve it. I think you all should go out there and set the tone because the men haven't done it and they're not going to do it because the ladies always have to do stuff first. So I think that the women should go out and should put on a show because this is one of the biggest stages at All-Star. And I know we're all tired and, you know, you guys are getting up for Good Morning America and all these things and responsibilities. But I think that 100%, like, women's basketball is on the map for a reason, and you all have an opportunity to show that.
I'm going to text the group chat.
Yeah, make sure you text that chat.
I'll let them
Tell
know.
Caitlin to bring me some
I'll
cookies.
let them know.
Well, listen, everybody, thank you so much, seriously, for coming out. Thanks again to our partners, Adidas and Zillow. Be sure to tune in to Post Moves, first show July 30th. Tell your aunties, your friends, your cousins, all them to subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. New episodes every Wednesday. Subscribe on YouTube or wherever you get your podcasts, and follow Post Moves on social. So looking forward to seeing you all around town. Enjoy the festivities at All-Star. There is nothing like this energy in the city. And we're gonna see who shows up to play tomorrow. Your money's on Team Caitlin,
Yes.
right? Okay.
Thank you.
My money's on a double-double. Shoot, get a triple-double. You're passing now.
You might as well.
Yeah, might as
Pass it now.
well.
I always pass. Now here you go.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, guys.